In 2014, I hiked 500 miles across Spain along a traditional pilgrimage route known as the Camino de Santiago. The first few days, I remember feeling every ounce of my backpack. It was heavy and awkward, and I looked for every opportunity to set it down. But as I continued into the next week, it became more and more a part of my own body, a part of my routine. As we move through our daily lives, we might not feel those little bumps in the road or those slightly turbulent moments. They're like these small stones that we add to our load. But when we have a majorly disruptive event, it feels as heavy and as bulky as my bag did on those first few days along the trail. The good news is our brains and bodies are incredibly adaptable. Just as the load of my backpack became less burdensome, so too will this massive disruption and stressful adjustment period. We will grow stronger through this, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't take opportunities to set the weight down and rest. I use something called awareness alarms to help remind me to take a pause from the stress. Many of you probably set alarms to wake up at a certain time each day. If you do, you've likely noticed that you start to wake up just a few minutes before that alarm goes off. That's because you've trained your brain to become conscious in that moment. We'll use that same brain training principle while you're already awake. This week, try setting 5 alarms to go off at regularly scheduled times throughout the day. When the alarm goes off, set down that metaphorical backpack. Just take a moment to yourself and ask yourself, what am I afraid of in this moment? What am I stressed out about right now? Is it a tiger? Is it something that's immediately life-threatening? Or is it something that I can adjust to safely, lowering my stress, overriding that overwhelming instinct that would tell me I need to fight or flee, and start engaging this slower portion, executive thinking frontal lobe, where I'm making more conscious decisions. You might find that these awareness alarms will save you from clicking that angry email or absent-mindedly releasing confidential information to a client. Just like the alarms you use to wake up in the mornings, before long, you won't be relying so much on that blaring sound to bring you to consciousness. Soon, even without the chiming alarm bells going off, you'll train your brain to set down its mental load, to become conscious in that moment. Removing that backpack and taking a conscious mental break before making the stress-induced mistake. We should all be training ourselves to eke out just a sliver more time each day, engaging this conscious, deep thinking portion of our brain. No doubt that with the demands of our fast-paced world, we're going to slip right back in to our subconscious state, operating through stress. But with active training, we can all come out of this journey stronger, more adaptable, and of course, fear less.